streets to the world, get the real, no cap. Breaking headlines, put the truth on the map. Fast with the facts, we don't play no games. Reporting what's real, we ain't chasing fame. Call PCV, stay locked, stay tuned. If you want the real talk, we deliver it soon. Call Peace TV, we bringing the news. Facts stay sharp, yeah, we never confuse. From the streets to the world, keep it real, no cap. It breaking headlines, put the truth on the map. Call Peace TV, we bringing the news. Fast with the facts, we don't play no games. Reporting what's real, we ain't chasing fame. Call Peace TV, stay locked, stay tuned. If you want the real talk, we deliver it soon. Call Peace TV, we bringing the news. Facts stay sharp.
Hey y'all, hey. Tell me if y'all can hear me.
From the streets to the world, keep it real, no cap. You're breaking headlines, put the truth on the map. Call Peace TV, we bringing the news. Facts stay sharp. Yeah, we never confuse. Go Peace TV. Stay locked, stay tuned. If you want the real talk, we deliver it soon.
Good morning, everybody.
Facts stay sharp, yeah, we never confuse. From the streets to the world, get the real, no cap. Breaking headlines, put the truth on the map. Hot. Call PCV, we bringing the news. Facts stay sharp, yeah, we never confuse. From the streets to the world, get the real, no cap. Breaking headlines, put the truth on the map. Fast with the facts, we don't play no games. Reporting what's real, we ain't chasing fame. Call PCV, stay locked, stay tuned.
Good morning, Angel.
Real talk, we deliver it.
Can y'all hear me?
Call Peace TV, we bringing the news. Facts stay sharp, yeah, we never confuse. From the streets to the world, keep it real, no cap. It breaking headlines, put the truth on the map. Call Peace TV, we bringing the news. Fast with the facts.
Okay, thank you. We're about to get to it, y'all. Because this case is one for the books.
If you want the real talk, we deliver it soon.
It's crazy.
We bringing the news. Facts stay sharp, yeah, we never confuse. From the streets to the world, keep it real, no cap. You're breaking headlines.
Okay, that's enough of that. Okay, y'all. So today we're going to be talking about Zariah Dodd. Now, in a lot of my videos that I've been posting about her, I was saying Zariah. I think in the beginning of me first reporting on her, I said it correctly. But this is about Zariah Dodd, 16-year-old who went missing from her group home. Well, I wouldn't even say missing because she asked for permission to leave and they let her leave. 16 and pregnant, went missing, never came back after asking to take a walk. She was last found in a park unalived, her and her unborn daughter. Now, this is crazy because this young girl was being groomed by a 36-year-old man for the longest. And she was getting ready to speak out and tell what was being done to her, what was happening to her. And he ultimately took her out, thinking he can cover up what he was doing. How this girl, first of all, my first question is, why was she even in a group home? Because the way that they making it seem is that she was in a group home because she's pregnant. And I've never heard that. I've never heard of something like that. Well, I think it is possible, but I don't know if this was the reason, because she didn't get pregnant, from what I understand, until she was in the custody of the state. This story is crazy because when I think of this case, I think of Jarvis, because this man was like Jarvis. He just wasn't messing that we know of babies. He got a 14-year-old pregnant, and this is part of why he unalived Zariah, I believe, because he didn't want it to come out that he was the father of that baby. When at the end of the day, they still can test that fetus. Like, I don't know what he was thinking, because when he even went to court, he even acted like he didn't even know she was pregnant. You knew she was pregnant. She was big. Or either it was that he didn't know he can be charged for a second unaliving. which he's a dummy for that. But I'm gonna just jump into the clippings. Now I took some of these clips, parts of them from all of my videos that I've done leading up until now. If y'all want to catch up to this story, y'all can go back and catch up through all the videos that I've done. But I just wanted to come and give y'all an update and catch y'all up on some of the things that has come out so far. So let's get into it.
A 16-year-old by the name of Zariah Dodd, who went missing from a group home that she was living in. She's 16 and pregnant. She told some staff member that she was going to take a walk and never has been seen from again. They found her unalive in a park, her and her unborn baby. Now, this story gets crazy because she was at one point living with a foster mom and got taken back and put back in the home. This young girl, eventually it's going to come out that this young girl was pregnant by a 36-year-old man who was manipulating her, told her that if she told anybody anything about what was happening with her and this 18-year-old boy, it was two of them, 36 and an 18-year-old, that they would unalive her. Going through things in her head with wanting to speak out about what was being done to her. And I believe that this is why they took her out. This is a sad, sad story. Also, this Sunshine residential home for teens has also been under investigation for things, so I believe. But the fact that she was being taken advantage of by these two guys that were the 36-year-old pretending to be 20, the 18-year-old pretending to be a kid, is crazy. But let's jump into her story.
Murder of a pregnant teenager. Her body was found last month at a Phoenix park, and still no arrests have been made.
We were the first to bring you this case of Zariah Dodd, and just a short time ago, following our exclusive report last night, Phoenix police finally confirming that it was Zariah and her unborn baby found murdered at the park. Tonight, Fox 10 investigator Justin Lum is speaking to the victim's father.
Phoenix police remain tight-lipped with no real updates, calling this an ongoing investigation. But how did Zariah Dodd get from a group home in Surprise to a park in Maryvale where she was found shot and killed?
Surprised that y'all called me and my family down here to do this, but ain't no faith there.
A struggle for Silquane Bernard to stay optimistic, hoping his daughter gets justice. The pregnant teen found dead with a gunshot wound at Maryview Park. Found dead with a gunshot wound at Maryview Park in Phoenix on the morning of July 5th.
I don't believe she was murdered there.
$1 up to $200 fee-free. Just open a Chime checking account.
In Phoenix PD's media advisory, officials list the victim as an adult woman.
They had stated it was a 20-year-old woman found in the park. They never even mentioned anything about pregnancy. It was just a 20-year-old woman found in the park.
But the report number provided to Fox 10 by Phoenix PD matches the same case number that Zariah's family has been given. Again, she was 16 years old, and left Sun enforcement and DCS were notified promptly once she didn't come back. Zariah's family feels this could have been prevented. Questions remain: who was she last with? Why was she shot and killed? And who?
Now, they have ultimately arrested the two guys that I told you about in the beginning of this video. They have arrested the two men. This is something that they do on a regular basis, grooming young girls. Shout out to arrested the two men. Zariah had reached out to this other young lady's mom that ended up manipulated as well, and speaking to her about it and letting her know that she knows those two guys and they did the same thing to her. This is why they ultimately took Zariah out on top of her.
teenager at a Valley Park.
Yeah, the suspects in the of 16-year-old Zariah Dodd have now been identified as 18-year-old Jacree James Gillette and 36-year-old Jarrell Davis. Davis was the father of Zariah's unborn child. He's been booked for murder and sexual misconduct with a minor. The other suspect, James Gillette, was booked for murder. The investigation also revealed that the two suspects conspired to commit and carried out the homicide. Now, Zariah was murdered back on July 5th. Her body was found at Maryview Park just hours after she went missing from a group home in Surprise. Her biological family had tried to get her out of DCS custody, and they're upset that more wasn't done to protect her and her unborn child. A vigil for Zariah will happen tonight at Maryview Park. The funeral.
Britt, yes, I have 3 videos so far loaded that I've done content on Zariah. So if you want to, after this live, if you want to go back into my videos, you would definitely see them, because this story is going to get even deeper than this, because this man, first of all, this man got probation for having sexual intercourse with a 14-year-old. And I believe it's the 14-year-old that he ended up getting pregnant. The girl actually got pregnant, and he was 19 and she was 14. How do you get probation? They let this ninja run rampant like this for so long that this should have never happened. It just should have never happened. But yeah, you're going to see all the content on Zariah on my page if you go through it and look. Let's continue.
Unalived in a park after leaving a group home that she was in. If you guys haven't been on this story, if you want to get caught up, go back to my previous video that I did on her and then catch that and then come back to this one, because this is an update to her story. Both men are incarcerated now. A DNA test was performed, and the 36-year-old man that allegedly unalived her, along with the 18-year-old, the 36-year-old is the biological father of that child. Now, they're saying that Zariah was due to testify against the 36-year-old about inappropriate relations he was having with her, and this is ultimately why he took her out. Now, allegedly, they're saying that this man currently has a baby by an underage girl as well. So this is his MO with messing with younger underage girls. And then what's pissing me off is now they are trying to make it seem like Zariah ran away from the teen center that she was.
Again, y'all, I was pronouncing her name wrong, but it's Zariah. Her name is Zariah Dodd. But what happened to her should have never happened at all. I'm still trying to figure out. They won't come out and say why she was in this group home at all. They started out by leading on that it was because she was pregnant, but that I don't believe that that's the case. And the family that she was with, which is, y'all gonna see the lady speak out with the short hair. She actually had Zariah, and they took her from this lady and put her back into this group home, which this group home has been being investigated for so long about things that was going on, fraudulent things at that. So it's some bigger things at play. And we're going to stay on this case and figure out what is going on, because I got a lot of people in my comments about this case, and they're very interested in it. So that's why I'm going live, and we can discuss this. But let's keep going.
But it looks to me like they ended up filing a missing persons report, a runaway report on her once she didn't come back that night, which, of course, she couldn't come back because she was laying somewhere unalive. No, y'all gave this young girl permission to leave the property, and she ultimately ended up unalive. How she got pregnant in the custody of the state is beyond me. but we need to get to the bottom of this. So y'all, we're going to stay on this case. We are jump into what I've got for you guys as an update. So stay tuned.
A potential motive in the murder of a Valley teenager found shot at a park earlier this month. 16-year-old Zariah Dodd was 22 weeks pregnant when she was found back on July 5th, and the father of her child is now accused of her murder. 12 News Journal studio with what prosecutors are saying about why this murder was carried out. Sean?
Yeah, it's one thing everybody looks for, Rachel, in a horrific murder case like this. Why would someone do this? Well, in this case, prosecutors revealed late last night that 36-year-old, the father of Zariah's child, Jarrell Davis, may have killed her to prevent her from having that child. Now, when he did appear at about 11 p.m. last night for the first time in front of a Maricopa County judge, the Maricopa County Attorney's Office revealed that Zariah was just days away from undergoing a forensic interview with police as they investigated sexual misconduct allegations against Davis. Now,
as well as video evidence connected the suspect to the murder. There was a DNA test also done on the unborn child. That DNA test did confirm that the suspect is the father of that unborn child.
And another man, the man here on the right of your screen, is 18-year-old Jacry James Gillette. He's also been charged in connection with Dodd's murder. His exact involvement has not yet been disclosed, though prosecutors
conduct with a minor in this case. He also pled guilty for impregnating a 14-year-old in 2008 when he was 19 and received probation. Taylor says Davis' record is against him.
When a person has prior convictions on their record, the prosecutor usually aggravates their sentence or even asks for the maximum amount. And here the maximum amount is life in prison or even death.
18-year-old Jacry James Gillette also faces 2 counts of premeditated first-degree murder charges for Zariah's death. Taylor says 2 suspects shows more of a plan in the eyes of prosecutors.
Video evidence connected the suspect to the murder.
Just hours after that first appearance, Davis was brought back in front of a judge to be told he was also being charged in the death of the unborn baby.
But I did want to inform you that it is 2 counts of murder, 1 count of sexual conduct with a minor. We have updated your paperwork and we'll be giving you your new updated paperwork. Did you have any questions?
What's the second count?
So the alleged victim in this case was pregnant. So that would be the second count.
The baby.
Correct.
Foster family advocate Anika Robinson has seen stories like these end in tragedy before.
Was she missing or was she a runaway? We don't know. She was with a very dangerous person who obviously took her life. So we need to be taking...
He's a fucking idiot. He's an idiot. And I'm side note. How is he even able to come in the courtroom after being held in jail with a water bottle, juice bottle, whatever that is? I've never seen that a day in my life. Never seen it. But the fact that he act like he didn't know she was pregnant or that he can be charged for that baby is crazy to me. It's crazy to me. He knows he unalived this young girl, but he's standing there like, okay, whatever. But then when they mention about the baby, oh, for the baby? Are you stupid? Like, I just don't understand. How are you grown men going after these young girls, looking at them the way that y'all do, and then impregnating them? Is crazy. This stuff is just, it's never gonna get better. It's just getting worse. Let's keep going. I forgot where I left off there, but that pissed me off.
The updates that I have for you guys.
At a Phoenix Park last month, one of 2 suspects under arrest now for Zariah Dodd's murder is the father of her unborn baby.
And he could be facing new charges linked to another underage girl case. Fox 10 investigator Justin Lum joins us live with what we're learning.
John Ellen, Avondale Police tells Fox 10 that a case against 36-year-old Jarrell Davis was submitted to the county attorney's office last Thursday, the day before Phoenix police announced his arrest in Zariah Dodd's murder. MCAO tells me they have received this case. Here's what we know. Avondale PD accusing Davis of multiple charges, including sexual exploitation of a minor and sexual conduct with a minor. The victim in this case is 17-year-old Anaya Morris. We've spoken to her mother, who says she reported Davis to authorities after he requested explicit images of her daughter. Anaya's mom even filed an order of protection against Davis last summer. Fortunately, Anaya's back home with her mom. She was rescued by police back on July 15th after she was found with Davis in North Phoenix. Officers also found a gun in the car. Davis is a felon and was not supposed to have a gun. Now
I'm trying to figure out how this mom had to go through all of these things, hoops and hurdles, to get this man locked up. She even filed, I believe, a restraining order against this man about her daughter, and yet he was still roaming around and was able to get another underage girl, which is Zariah, and then end up taking her out. When I say they failed this mom, these kids, they really did. Like, they need to be held accountable, that the police, that group home, and whoever else, because why? Like, why? This just shouldn't have happened. Let's keep going.
Now, he and his alleged co-conspirator, 18-year-old Jacree James Gillette, are facing 2 counts of first-degree murder in Zariah's death and the death of her unborn baby. But Davis is also accused of sexual misconduct with the minor because he's the baby's father. Prosecutors say on July 4th, Zariah told witnesses at her group home in Surprise that she was going to meet with their baby's father, and we know she was set for a forensics interview regarding the sexual conduct in the following days. Here's the connection. Anaya's mom, Adrienne Morris, says she received a text from Zariah back in May asking for help in locating Jarrell.
I said, okay, well, how do you know him? She said, I used to date him, and I'm pregnant right now with his baby. And she said, but I'm in DCS care, so I don't think I can get help. I said, sweetie, I used to work for DCS. I said, you can always get help. You have to tell somebody. I said, you have to say something. She went on to tell me that how he talked to her and would tell her that, you know, Anaya was his favorite and she could never be Anaya, and all these things.
Davis's criminal history to 2008 after he pled guilty to child abuse when he got a 14-year-old pregnant. He pled guilty, and that deal got him probation, avoiding jail time. I'm Fox 10.
Murders of 16-year-old Zariah Dodd. We're digging into the group home where the teen had been staying. Here's what we know. The facility is run by Sunshine Residential Homes, one of the largest group home providers in Arizona. We're still working to confirm which location the pregnant teen was staying at, but we know she was found unresponsive at this Maryville park, away from the group home. This all happened in early July. We asked Sunshine Residential Homes if they're launching an internal investigation. The group home didn't answer that question, but sent us a statement.
That group home is trying to wiggle their way out of this situation, but ain't no way that they can. Like, I'm telling y'all, they saying that this group home been in the spotlight for a long time under investigation. And I believe I got clips in here from that. But like I said, I just pulled certain clips to go over the story with you guys. But if y'all want to watch everything in its entirety, y'all got to go to my page. But let's keep going. Is this the one?
We're digging into the group string of sexual abuse investigations involving minors spanning 2 decades, all allegedly connected to the same 36-year-old man that police are also accusing of murdering a 16-year-old girl pregnant with his child. Standing at Maryview Park last week, mourning the death of 16-year-old Zariah Dodd, Adrienne thought about the man accused in the girl's murder.
I had been trying for over a year to get this man off the streets.
She's talking about 36-year-old Jarrell Davis.
He and 18-year-old Jacree James Gillette are accused of killing Dodd in July, who police say was pregnant with Davis's baby.
When I heard that it happened, I immediately knew he had something to do with it.
Her hunch coming from personal experience.
The grooming was intense.
She alleges her own underage daughter was targeted by Davis, going missing multiple times last year. She says to see him.
When I tell you she's a different person now, the trauma that took place on this last go round.
Adrian said she reported Davis multiple times to police, even filed an order of protection against him, and yet
there's been at least 4 or 5 missing persons reports that have been filed in connection with Jarrell since he had been served the order of protection.
Late last week, Avondale police recommended charges against 36-year-old Davis for sexual exploitation of and contact with a minor, custodial interference, and interfering with judicial proceedings. Adrian says this is the case that involved her daughter.
So the type of...
I don't know why, but this fool thought that he was going to be able to get away with unaliving the 16-year-old and her baby. I don't know why he thought that, but I'm going to tell y'all what's going to happen. What's about to happen, mark my words. They're about to get that 18-year-old to testify against him. They're about to get him to flip and tell them everything that he knows in order to get off on this murder case, even though that they know so far they know that he hasn't had any played a part in the unaliving of Zariah. But we waiting. I'm still waiting on updates to come out about him because he could have played a part, but so far they're not saying he had anything to do with her unaliving. What they're about to do is make him flip on him, and he's going down. He's going down. I don't know why he thought he would get away with this, but he was sadly mistaken. You just took a whole 16-year-old out with a baby. That baby was literally had a heartbeat and everything, and you just took the lives of both of them. You thought you was going to only get charged for one? No, you're getting charged for 2, dummy head. Like, this is so weird that we got these type of men, these type of people walking amongst us every day, preying on our babies. Like, this should have never happened. But I'm going to play this last clip, y'all.
The type of mind control and the things that were going on, I don't feel like she thought at times she had an option.
Davis's behavior documented as early as 2007, when he, at 19, was accused of having sex with a 14-year-old. He pled guilty to child abuse with sexual motivation and sentenced to 10 years probation.
I don't feel like he should ever see the light of day.
Now, this tragic end for another young life, police connect to the same man.
In no way do I feel like that could not have been my phone call.
Adrian is urging parents to stay vigilant when their alarm bells go off. She said she reported the situation, had GPS tracking, tried talking with her daughter, all to stop contact.
Slipped through the cracks just because I needed to support my family. I had to go to work, and during my work hours, a predator took advantage of my child.
Her mission now?
Thank you to the point for that. But yeah, this happens on a regular basis and more often than we think. And the fact that he knew that she was about to spill the beans and tell everything about what she knew that he was doing with other young girls on top of what he was doing to her. So he figured the best thing he had to do was take her out. Why? You should have been doing this in the first place. But see, by them giving him a slap on the wrist when he was 19 against a 14-year-old, which I've never heard of that in my life. It just it made him keep doing what he was doing as if he invisible or something. Like, you can't do this. Like, you men, you just can't do this. It's women out here that does the same thing, but it's more talked about, I believe, with these men doing it. And they just take it, this is bad. This is bad. I'm going to keep y'all updated with this case because more things are going to come out and it gets deeper because that Sunrise group home, oh, baby, they under fire. And everything is coming to a head. They got some explaining to do because they're saying, I didn't pull that part of the clip, I don't think, excuse me, but they're saying that a lot of kids were either just running away from this group home or mysteriously leaving somehow. I don't know. But I'm gonna keep y'all posted on this story. I just wanted to bring it to y'all because I had a lot of people commenting and wanting to know more about this story. So this is my video for today, y'all. Like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell. And thanks for stopping through with your girl. I'll see y'all on the next one. Bye.
Bringing the news, saying facts, stay sharp, can we never confuse? From the streets to the world, get the real, no cap, but breaking headlines, put the truth on the map.
Yo, fast with the facts, we don't play no games. Report on what's real, we ain't chasing fame. Call Peace TV, stay locked, stay tuned. If you want the real talk, we deliver it soon. Put Peace TV, we bringing the news. Facts stay sharp, yeah, we never confuse. From the streets to the world, get the real, no cap, but breaking headlines, put the truth on the map. Yo, fast with the facts, we don't play no games. Reporting what's real, we ain't chasing fame. Call Peace TV, stay locked, stay tuned. If you want the real talk, we deliver it soon.
Peace TV, we bringing the news, saying facts, stay sharp, can we never confuse? From the streets to the world, get the real, no cap, breaking headlines, put the truth on the map.
Yo, fast with the facts, we don't play no games. Reporting what's real, we ain't chasing fame. Call Peace TV, stay locked, stay tuned. If you want the